So here I am doing my thing, yeah? Running my nightclub, doing payphone hits, and occasionally commenting Romanianism on the personal belongings of a Colombian weed lord or whatever he sells. Actually, I think it's cocaine. So yeah, but every once in a while.
This is your captain speaking.
This piece of shit. And he's annoying. I don't want him calling me like, bro, I literally bought the yacht to flex, not to do your stupid ass missions. But the only way to make the pain stop is to do these stupid missions, billion. So that's what we are gonna do today. But before we hop aboard, my intrusive thoughts are winning. This was fun as hell, I gotta do it more often. Alright, we hop aboard the yacht, which I called the Suka, Rockstar please don't ban me. I never go here, funnily enough. We go to the captain drives the boat room. I still don't know what it's called, but I'm not bothered to look it up. Anyway, first mission, let's go. Apparently some bozos, I presume Romanian immigrants, stole our small boat. I don't know what they're called either. You know the fucking motorcycle speeder boat things, you know the one. Have you noticed I don't know piece jets about boats? Oh, and they took some paperwork without which we are gonna pay more taxes, which makes Brandon, the captain, freak out. Silly Americans worrying about taxes. In Eastern Europe we don't care about taxes, because there's nothing to tax. But those Poles still hate Morawiecki. I swear, the motherfucker's gonna tax the oxygen in our lungs if we don't get rid of him. I'm gonna do the job anyway cause these Romanians stole my property. And also Transylvania is Hungarian. If I had a large Balkan following, there would be an ethnic shitstorm tornado in the comments right now. Not because taxes, dumbass captain. I do what every Slav in my shoes will do. Shoot the Romanians and blow up the entire dock with a Russian heavy attack helicopter for the shits and giggles afterwards. All while ignoring my wanted level because the law enforcement here is beyond useless. Mild terrorism achieved, mission successful. Next up, Brendan says there's some salvage we can steal from some drunk sailors. I'm guessing they're Russian. You know, the whole stealing part is actually kinda fun. And I've always wanted to visit Romania, so maybe if I steal enough crap and bring it to an embassy, they'll give me citizenship too. When I finish swimming in a tracksuit, the captain calls and he's been boarded by Somalian pirates, I think. But then I get a message. Blow up the entire dock with a Russian heavy attack helicopter for the shits and giggles afterwards. I have no idea what he's talking about. We go to the Suka and get mowed down faster than a soldier going over the top in 1917. They don't look very Somalian to me though. I use my 4-digit IQ to get on land and start sniping the cunts out of their boats. It works flawlessly. I go to the yacht and this Asian dude starts shooting at me, which is very rude, so I beat the shit out of him. Once I clear the yacht, the captain calls and it seems he's been kidnapped. And the bartender. I didn't even know I had a bartender like bro. He says I should come without weapons. We tactically land on top of a dude and proceed to do what the fuck. I come with weapons, and I have no mercy. I say it like I ever do, what a joke, I never have mercy. Not unless you can offer me something I really like gingerbread, alcohol, zephyr, kwas, Prince Polo, so for when you're at my local Polonez, is a good deal, blin. Alternatively, if you want to marry me on the spot, bring me a pack of śliwki w czekoladzie and like 2 jars of ogórki kiszone. Once we successfully blast our way to the crew, our next objective is to safely get them aboard. The Asians send in reinforcements because of course they do, ever seen the population of China? But they're child's play compared to the guys who are entrenched here, no problem at all. We get Brendan to the yacht, but he's retarded or something and keeps following me. Piss off, wanker. After losing Brendan we get the bartender. Usually I would say that I don't need a bartender cause I'm a Gopnik, I can make my own drinks. But she is Latino, so I'm willing to keep her. Maybe I'll even increase her wage so she can support her family abroad better. Besides, if she ever pisses me off, I can force her to work in my cocaine factory, so there's that. We spawn nearby on land. I notice sounds coming from inside, presumably a TV. I do the obvious thing and eat a Molotov at his fuel generator so he has no power. Well, sure, he could freeze to death in winter and all his food in the fridge is gonna spoil, but I can always claim I was saving the environment. Oh shit, his house is on fire, run. Anyway, back to Captain Drives the Boat Room. Our next objective is to launch a military coup, establishing a dictatorship in a failing state. We will then build a kolkhoz. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong date in my calendar. We go to the airport where Brendan tells us to steal a tula. Using my skills that can only be earned by having Polish DNA, I acquire the vehicle. Brendan then says we gotta put out some fires for some buddies of his. We put out the fires and proceed to keep the tula. I approve. On the way back I do a water bombing run at the people at the beach. Very fun target practice. Next time I'll do it with explosives. Okay, it's time to go after the Chinese dudes who dared touch my Latino bartender I didn't know I had prior to her kidnapping. I don't care about the captain though. Brendan is a cunt. All he does is whine about how hard it is being a captain. Like, dude, all you gotta do is steer the boat. Starting beef with agents is on you and you only, debil. Besides, it's not like he's on a wanted list for The Hague so he can be tried for spicy war activities in Bosnia and Kosovo. I wish I could replace him with Pavel. Pavel is fun to be around and he helps me get very rich. Brendan on the other hand, I earn about 10k per mission and the only reason I'm even interacting with him is so he stops calling me every 5 minutes because he's in trouble. Please Rockstar, give us an option to replace Brendan with Pavel. Maybe I'll actually want to come to the yacht every now and then. The plan for now is to sabotage the agent's income source and use it for personal gain, Davai. We go to this place where it says Frosty on the roof and we get shot at by at least a few dozen firearms. We blast our way to these ventilation systems we gotta destroy. And we do. But they're spread over the roofs of 3 buildings so it takes a long while to do. We then steal the product and deliver it to the buyer who doesn't suspect a thing. I hope. Maybe he won't see the bolt holes in the back. Great success nonetheless. Ah yes, glorious, let's continue. We go outside during a storm, very smart, and walk. But then we die. Let's go. The boat is under attack. Our systems are down and we gotta haul off the enemy waves until Brendan is actually useful for once and fixes them. I pull off a Dwayne Johnson on the helis cause I don't have a lot of rockets. I choose to use the Saiga on the guys already on board. It is very fun and very glorious, especially when you have a 30 round drum magazine that should not be legal. We even get free health and armor, which is really nice. We defeat the first wave but get clapped soon afterwards. On our second attempt we go around clearing the yacht of enemies, except successfully this time. We run out of missiles for both the homing rocket launcher and the RPG, which kinda sucks. The whole mission was just run and gun, which was very fun indeed but not very eventful, so there is not much I can talk about here. I mean, what's there to say? We clap some NPCs until Brendan fixes the defense systems and then we just clear the boat. I mean, I guess the weather was nice, it gave off a very nice vibe, but that's it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It is time for the last mission. We gotta end this beef with the Asian. If it were up to me, then I'd just behead Brendan and give it to the Asians as an apology and replace him with Pavel. But no, I have to use a submarine to sneak past the bloody yacht defenses. Whippy shit, this thing made from stellinium. Sneak aboard and then kill their boss, which is exactly what happens. It was depressingly easy, I just blew up the helicopter. All in all, this is what I earned, which probably barely covered my ammo expenses. And I also got an Avenger that I can't use. Curious. You know what time it is? For thoughts and opinions and other stuff you can't have in Russia. Is it worth the money? No, hell no. Brendan is a cunt and the bartender expendable cannon fodder. Even doing Kaio for the 67th time and hearing Pavel's voice lines that were ingrained into my brain are more humorous than everything Brendan said combined. The only good thing is that it's a break from routine and the cunt won't call me anymore, that's about it. Unless you're a content creator like me, in which case it's something you can do for a video. Now, go ahead and subscribe to Life of Boris before I make you spend 20 minutes with Brendan.